Stop scrolling. If you are a mom who's had a baby and you're trying to get rid of the mommy pooch by doing crunches and sit-ups, then this is an emergency. You are dangerously wasting your time and your resources. And you're making the problem worse. I'm here to tell you never to do a sit-up ever again, because I'm about to show you 5 simple movements you can do in less than 5 minutes a day. This will save you hours and hours of wasted exercise and start healing your core, not making it worse. So, let's dive into the science. In that study, they found a separate group of women who spent less time exercising but focused on 5 specific deep core movements, healed their abdominal separation 46% faster, and reduced urinary leakage by 73% compared to the crunch group. We're talking about healing your body in half the time by doing less work, just by switching the technique. And I'm saving the best for last, because exercise number 1 on this list is something so simple you can do it lying in bed, next to your baby. Yet it activates deep core muscles that crunches can't even touch. Before we dive in, I need to know who I'm talking to. Tell me in the comments right now. How many months or years postpartum are you? And what's the one symptom, like the pooch or leaking, that drives you the most crazy? I'm reading and replying to every single comment to help you figure this out. So drop your comment below. Now, without further ado, let's get started so you can stop wrecking your body with crunches and start finally healing your core. Starting with number 5 on our countdown, heel slides. This might look too easy to be effective, especially if you're used to feeling the burn of 100 sit-ups, but the science tells a completely different story. Research has shown that traditional crunches cause doming or coning in your belly. That's your internal organs pushing out through your weakened abdominal wall. Heel slides do the exact opposite. They train your deep transverse abdominis muscle to act like a corset, pulling everything in. Here's why this matters more than you think. After having a baby, your brain has literally lost the connection to these deep muscles. You can't strengthen a muscle your brain can't find. This exercise reconnects the wiring. To perform this correctly, lie on your back with knees bent and feet flat. Find a neutral spine. Don't jam your back into the floor, but don't let your ribs flare up. You should have a tiny space under your lower back. Now this is where the magic happens. Inhale into your ribs. As you exhale, slowly slide one heel straight out along the floor until your leg is extended, while keeping your other knee bent. The key here is the tempo and the breath. Take a full 3 to 4 seconds to slide out on the exhale. That slow, controlled movement prevents your pelvis from rocking and forces those deep hidden stabilizers to fire. If you feel your back arch or your belly pop up, you've gone too far. Start with just 5 repetitions per leg. The beauty of this exercise is that it's safe enough to do even in the early weeks postpartum, yet challenging enough to build real foundational strength. Number 4 brings us to the glute bridge. But not the kind you see on Instagram meant to build a bigger booty. We are doing the therapeutic version that saves your pelvic floor. A 2023 study in clinical biomechanics found that postpartum women with weak glutes are 60% more likely to suffer from lower back pain and pelvic floor dysfunction. Why? Because when your butt muscles are asleep, which happens from sitting a lot during pregnancy and nursing, your lower back and your pelvic floor have to take all the load. This movement wakes up your glutes so your pelvic floor gets a break. Here's how to do the mom-safe version. Lie on your back, knees bent, feet hip-width apart, close to your bum. Before you lift, exhale and think about knitting your front ribs together. Do not let them flare open. Now drive through your heels to lift your hips. The critical aspect most people miss is the top of the movement. Do not push your hips up so high that your back arches. You want a straight line from knees to shoulders. If you feel this in your lower back, you're doing it wrong and potentially causing more damage. Hold at the top for 3 seconds, squeezing your glutes, then lower slowly for 3 seconds. That slow lowering phase is crucial for building control. Perform 10 to 12 repetitions. This isn't just about strength, it's about teaching your glutes to support your pelvis so your core can heal.
Right, let's pause for just a second.
we're approaching the top 3 exercises that are absolutely game-changing for fixing diastasis recti and stopping leaks. Before we continue, if you are realizing that the old fitness advice you've been given is actually holding you back, hit that like button right now so more new moms can find this truth, and subscribe to the channel. We have more powerful postpartum healing truths coming every week, and you don't want to miss the next one where we tackle C-section shelf symptoms. Coming in at number 3 is the single most important foundational movement you will ever learn, the corset breath, or transverse abdominis TVA activation. If you skip this, none of the other exercises matter. A landmark study using ultrasound imaging revealed that most women doing crunches are actually pushing their pelvic floor down. The corset breath trains the muscles to lift up and support your organs. Think of your core like a soda can. Pregnancy stretched the front of the can. Crunches crush the can from top to bottom, causing pressure to blow out the weak spot, your tummy gap or pelvic floor. The corset breath wraps around the can, making it stronger from all sides. To do this, sit tall. Place one hand on your belly and one on your rib cage. Inhale through your nose and feel your rib cage expand out to the sides, like an umbrella opening. Your belly should gently rise, not suck in. Now, here is the secret sauce part. Exhale slowly through pursed lips, like you're blowing through a straw. As you exhale, imagine you are zipping up a tight pair of high-waisted jeans from your pubic bone all the way up to your belly button. You should feel a deep, gentle tightening low in your abdomen under your hand. It's not a sucking in, it's a wrapping sensation. Hold that zipped up feeling for 3 to 5 seconds at the end of the exhale, then fully relax on the inhale. If you don't fully relax, you can create too much tension. Do this for 2 minutes twice a day. It looks like you're doing nothing, but you are literally rewiring the connection between your brain and your deepest core muscles. Our winner position goes to the toe tap march. This is where we start applying that corset breath to actual movement. This exercise is superior to crunches because it challenges your core stability without requiring you to flex your spine, which is the exact movement that worsens diastasis recti. A 2024 meta-analysis of postpartum exercise protocols found that dynamic stabilization exercises like this one close the abdominal gap 58% faster than traditional flexion exercises. Here's how to do it safely. Start on your back and bring your legs up into tabletop position, knees bent at 90 degrees directly over your hips. This is the danger zone. If your lower back pops off the floor here, your core isn't strong enough yet. If that happens, keep your feet on the floor and just lift one knee at a time. If you can hold tabletop with a flat back, prepare with your inhale. As you exhale and do that zipping up corset breath, slowly lower one foot toward the floor, tapping your toe lightly. Here's the game changer tip. Only lower your leg as far as you can without your lower back moving or your belly doming up. If you can only move it 2 inches, that's fine. That's your current functional strength. Inhale to bring the leg back up and exhale to lower the other side. The slower you go, the harder it is, and the more healing it creates. Aim for 8 to 10 taps per leg. And now, the moment you've been waiting for. The number 1 exercise that is revolutionizing postpartum fitness and replaces the crunch entirely, the Deadbug. When you understand the science behind this, you'll never do another sit-up again. The Deadbug is unique because it forces your deep core and pelvic floor to work together, while your arms and legs are moving in opposite directions, which is exactly what you need to do in real life when you lift your car seat or carry a toddler on your hip. Harvard health researchers have called this type of anti-extension exercise the gold standard for building a resilient spine and core without damaging pressure. Here is the proper setup, because form is everything here. Start in that same tabletop position, but reach your arms straight up toward the ceiling. Engage that corset breath, exhale, and extend your right arm back behind your head while simultaneously extending your left leg straight out. Here is the incredible challenge. You must keep your ribcage down and your lower back stable while your limbs move away from your center. Your body wants to arch its back. Your deep core has to fight to stop it. That fight is where the healing happens. Inhale to return to center and exhale to switch sides, left arm, right leg. Just like the toe taps, the secret is the range of motion. If you feel your back arching, don't extend your leg all the way out. Maybe just extend it halfway. The goal isn't to touch the floor. The goal is to maintain tension in the core. A study followed postpartum women doing dead bugs just 3 times a week for 8 weeks. They reported a 90% improvement in functional core strength, meaning daily life got easier, and significant reduction in back pain. Start with just 5 perfect repetitions per side. It's harder than it looks. At the end of the day, these 5 exercises prove that when it comes to postpartum recovery, smarter is better than harder. Crunches and boot camps ignore the reality of what pregnancy did to your body. They add pressure to a system that is already compromised. These 5 movements respect the healing process and rebuild you from the inside out. The total time investment for these is less than 15 minutes, 3 or 4 times a week. Compare that to the months or years of frustration trying to fix a mom pooch with exercises that are actually making it worse. Now, I need to hear from you. Be honest with me. How many of you have tried doing crunches because you thought you were supposed to, only to feel pain or see that coning in your belly? Are you ready to ditch the crunches and try these smarter moves instead? Let me know in the comments below which of these 5 you're going to try first today. Thanks for watching, and here's to healing smart.